Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Yes, we have news, which I don't know how this is going to work out. Well, we're going to tell you anyway. Last night, Steve Mnuchin had said that he's going to be sending out some checks on Wednesday. Now, that's great, Mr. Mnuchin. Wonderful. But here's the question that he didn't explain, which I want to answer and ask the audience right now. What's that? The question is, if you're sending out the checks today, you're going to send it to all those adults. Right now, he's saying he's going to send out the approved $600 first for some people. But don't forget, that's kind of funny because today the Senate is going to be voting on two competing $2,000 checks. One is from Mitch McConnell's office, and one is regular CashApp. All right, so what does that mean in plain everyday English? Well, the short skinny is that the CashApp check is going to basically give everybody, adults and children, $2,000. Mitch McConnell edition gives the $2,000 to adults, but $600 to kids. Closer to the $1,200 and the $500 in the original stimulus checks. All right. Now, in addition, it also adds the option to repeal the Section 230. Now, if you look at it from a common sense point of view, and I'm a common sense person, the Cash Act already passed the House. So therefore, all I need is Senate approval. And then for Donald Trump to sign it. The Mitch McConnell plan would have to be passed by the Senate. And then let's go back to the House to be voted on and passed again to get the president to sign it. Now, I think either way you do it, either way you say it, either way you slice it, dice it, jelly in it, basically turn it into curly Q fries, it doesn't matter. I'll put the other microphone on too so you can hear me better. You know, I tend to move around when I talk. Yeah, now I got to fish this cord down here. Oh, you know how I do this, right? So the point is, that's what they're thinking. Now, Steve Mnuchin already said he's sending out a check already. The $600 check is starting to go out already, according to him. At the Treasury, that's his job. He knows that. I remember the questions that came up last time with the other check. Like this, for example. If you're sending out checks today, Mr. Mnuchin, who's going to get those checks first? Was never said. So are you basing it on the letter of the alphabet? You're basing it on the gross domestic income? How are you basing that, Mr. Mnuchin? I haven't figured that out yet. We got 2 viewers right now, which is, I guess, isn't bad. Hoping to get some people on Rachel and the rest on the panel. We have a little mini panel. So let's see if we can get some people on here. this morning. After all, tomorrow is New Year's Eve. And a lot of people are probably going to be getting ready to go out there and celebrate with their family and friends. And that's guaranteed to happen. People are going to be wanting to celebrate New Year's Eve with their fans and family and friends. But unfortunately, people know damn well that, how you doing, Connecticut Clamor? How is it going? Some people may know that it was a senator or representative of the state of Louisiana had been overcome by COVID-19 just a few days before he was supposed to be sworn in to office. This is the kind of stuff that scares the hell out of everybody. To think that even our politicians are not any better off than anybody else. How you doing, lipstick chick? Or heck, how are you doing today? I'm doing fine myself. I was just starting to say, I'm going to try to get you guys on the panel. I have a panel going, yes. That's why I have the headphones on. You can always tell. If you see headphones on me, to join us on Google Meet. Okay, so we're going to start a panel today. This morning, it's not a high priority panel. You don't have to join. People might like it. People might choose not to. So there's still a lot of concerns. Also in Georgia, again, the Georgia legislature is revisiting the elections again to determine and really think about if there really was irregularities and fraud again. Oh, okay, that's important right there. That's family. You gotta spend time with your granddaughter. It's cool for you. It's good for her too. Yes, absolutely. But anyway, the point I'm trying to say is that the election that never ended. Well, on January 4th, on January 6th, it will officially end one way or another. Okay, so it will officially end one way or another. Yes, I do know that. I didn't check mine today. I checked it early this morning. What time did yours come in? Because now I remember one thing I want to talk about real quick here. The people at places like Chime and other things got their $1,200 stimulus check in March before everybody else did. And I don't know if my bank is going to rush out to do cash advances on $600 stimulus checks. It might, before they're actually fully processed. Okay, yeah. I looked this morning. I didn't see anything in my bank about 6 in the morning. I don't know about right now. I can check right now. It's no big deal. Let me just quickly go to my bank's computer and let's see what it says. Because people forget I have access to multiple nodes here. NWCOM. Here we go. General personal banking. Okay. Personal account. Let's get to my login information. Okay. Remember my ID. Yeah. Login. Password. All right, let's see. No, I did not get a check yet. For me, my checking account is still at $96.93, and my savings is still at $195.65. So, yeah, I haven't gained anything yet, but that doesn't mean nothing. Maybe because I'm on disability, they're going to give us to us on the 3rd. I've heard that before, so yeah. All right, so anyway, the most important thing I'm trying to get at is, yeah. Just get back to that chat so I can see the chats here. So, last March, April, May, it was like everybody was sitting there on pins and needles because no one knew exactly how the IRS was going to send out the checks. I paid my she shed off. It's officially paid for. Congratulations. Well, in that case, where do the Social Security recipients go? We have zero income, so we wouldn't be in the first bunch. I mean, if you're right, if they still go by the income guidelines, where the Social Security disability incomes go. The only thing I can think of is maybe because we're going to get paid our checks on my check comes in on the 3rd. That's like, let's see. Let's see. Tomorrow is Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Let me see. Let me pull up the calendar here. Let's see. When is the 3rd of January 2020? I need to know that anyway. It's next Thursday. So that's when it is. It's next Thursday. Okay. So next Thursday is the 3rd of this January. Another tradition of trying not to screw up on writing the year on your checkbook. Ugh. Yeah. Are you? Did you file taxes, or did you get entitlements, or did you file a 1099? Let's teach you how to that work for you. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I got mine in April too. Yes. The one we shall not name was constantly nipping at my heels looking for that money. You pay yet? You got your money yet? Got your money yet? Got your money yet? Got your money yet? I say, shut up. I got a feeling she's going to be doing the same thing. Like, hey, turn on the extra charm. Like, no, you got your 2,000 yet? I want your 2,000. Oops, Freudian slip. I didn't mean to say that. Wait. Yeah, we know it's. Right now, it's the 600. Yes. However, today, 2 competing bills are going to go to the Senate floor. One, the Cash Act, which is the one that the House passed, and the Mitch McConnell Act, which, even if it passes the Senate, it's going to go back to the House to vote on, which does pretty much the same thing as the Cash Act, but adds a couple other Republican endorsed programs, including repeal of Section 230. Now, I'm going to tell you something about Section 230. I didn't get a lot of details on it. It's a shield law. It's designed to protect companies from liability from people uploading something that could result in them going to court and being sued to death. The thing is, I don't think Section 230 repeal makes any more sense than trying to say we're going to prevent any doctors from getting sued for malpractice. All right. I think there has to be some liability, but there has to be some flexibility for the internet service providers too. It is a game tonight, yeah. So yeah, please put a like in, guys. I know I'm a little late. I actually got up a little late, but I managed to get in here about 10 o'clock. And we do have a panel, by the way. If you're interested in being part of it, Rachella, Vlogger Puppets, yeah. Jennifer Marie, how you doing? $1,400. Yes, that's right. On the 2 competing bills, yes. Oh, and Jan, how you doing? I'm okay, Michelle. How are you today? I'm doing okay. I just looking forward to that check, like everybody else says. Because, I mean, that's big money, you know. If they passed it, Cash Act, that's the money I need. Like we said, we talked about the mattress. And let's be honest, my mattress is a sorry state. I also need to get more sheets, too. You know what? I don't even know. Can you resend it to me? I may have accidentally erased it by mistake. Trying to clean out my mailbox, which tends to get kind of cluttered. If you want to resend it to me again, give it a good title. I get a lot of messages from people, and I don't. If the title doesn't catch my eye, I sometimes kind of just erase it very quickly. I'll see if I can still find it. It's in the archive. I don't know if it's in the archive. I think I may have seen it. Let's look here. Let's see. I see from Gary Franchi, YouTube, now 11 your channel, Prager U, Donald Trump, Jonathan Crossway, Duty to American News, Northwest Community Bank, field login, that was from me for this morning. Archive, I don't know. Do you have a title to the video I can look under, or your name, or like, because I can go back and look at all articles and see if I didn't delete it. Like I said, I get so many messages. I get buried. All right. Fox Nation, Donald Trump, YouTube, invitation access, Rachella, that's something else, scary alert, the radical left, YouTube, TJ Smith, SKF has submitted, subscribe to you on YouTube, Joshua Grathwaite, Sheldon Newberry, try Kindle Unlimited for free, Twitch, restream my Twitch, YouTube, Russell Abbott has subscribed to you on YouTube. YouTube, now live on your channel. End of year goal. New voicemail from unknown caller. New missed calls from phone numbers listed here. New missed call from unknown caller. Hangout with replay. I don't know if that's from you or not. Let me look at that. Looks kind of weird. It says here reply ID. I don't know what that is. Doesn't even have a message or attachment. Google Voice, LinkedIn, YouTube, Zillow, Twitch, Rob from NRCC, CFO, YouTube, April Smith, subscribe, new new channel. Nancy Pelosi's answer to homelessness is COVID or overdose. What's up, Big Green? Unread message from Donald Trump. America on Death Watch. One gift ideas, new comment on Let Me and Michelle viewer special. Let's answer your questions with factual support. My personal website likeness. See, I don't know which one yours is. I have to, so it might be easier just to resend it because I don't know. I have to go back. Okay, thanks. Because it could go back. It could go back quite a ways, and I mean, I got so many incoming messages. Just now, got one Gary Francie, YouTube, Donald Trump, Thug American News, and also it's going to be okay. So I mean, I can get buried in the messages. So the official status of this channel's subscriber base. The next piece of news for today is not bad, but it's not so official news from the YouTube calendar is 983. If you look at my YouTube channel, it says it's 993. So clearly the good news is we are at 983. Please ask your real verified friends to please subscribe. And if you want to seriously see his channel hit 1,000, we're going to need about 17 people, 17 real warm bodies. I know I'm getting close. I'm so excited I paid off for my she shed. I never had a she shed. I don't know. I think mine would be a combination of she shed and man cave. Would be a little bit of both, actually. Except it wouldn't be a she shed. Oh, by the way, if you didn't see the game last night, you probably didn't see my new house that I built in The Sims 4. It is based on the house that I was designing in Home Design 3D. It just turns out that The Sims 4 doesn't give me the kind of precision to get down to the inch of tightness. The reason I got mine early is because my bank puts my money on a few. Okay, yeah, that's why. Right. Some banks do that. Not all do. Mine doesn't. So, like I said, that used to drive me crazy when the one we showed that name kept bugging me if I got the money yet. I was like, my bank is not Chime. My bank is not one of those banks that does that. Warm bodies here, funny. Yeah, well, you'd be surprised how many people actually put their androids out here. Exterminate! Exterminate! We shall exterminate the doctor! Yeah. It's just like the Daleks. Okay. You have to be a Doctor Who player to know what this is about. Alright. So the point is I probably will be. But why are they doing it so much faster now than they did last time? Last time it took weeks. It was like, come up with this convoluted schedule of payments, like, oh, well, we're going to send out this checks this week. Oh, we're going to do this soon, so we have to send them out next week. And we're going to break it up into groups. And now I guess Steve and Nation figured out the mystery. Oh, come on, Steve. Are we still limited? Are they still limited only sending out like 50,000 checks a day? Or did they finally get some of the new setup so they can send out more checks even faster? I mean, that's the question. Like she said, it's an 8-foot by 12-foot tiny home. I insulated, wired, paneled, and put up a ceiling fan with lights. It's totally cute. It has 2 lofts also. Yeah, that's cool. I mean, that's. You want to show them the house that you built in? In the game, I can show them. Rusty, you're gonna have to move your body, Mr. Kitty. I got it. Oh, I'll show you the house I built yesterday. In the game, it is completely new from scratch. Rusty, come on, get over there for a minute, okay? Come on, Mr. Kitty. I gotta get something done here. You're a beast. You weigh a ton. You're a big stick thing, and yeah, you're heavy. I understand being heavy, Mr. Cat. Come on. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, I'm thick too, so yeah, I can certainly get done though, okay? Come on. So, yeah, I'm gonna show you something cool. Yeah, I some people will be receiving it today, as Steve Mnuchin has said. Yes. Rusty, will you stop, please? I'm trying to get something up in the audience, and you keep jumping all over me. Oh. All right, I'm going to show you something real quick here. My game library. I'm just going to pull up this real quick here. They're talking about giving us an additional $1,400 to make the total $2,000. Yes. We're supposed to vote on both in the Senate today. As I said, Mitch McConnell unveiled his own, and then we have the Cash Act, and they're both are going to the floor today at the same time. Come on, Rusty. Come on. Can you? I don't mean to get rough with you, cat, but please, Rusty, can I work in a minute? All right, I'm going to show you something here. I'm going to show you something. How you doing, Hola? So, right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up something here in the game. Come on, Rusty, my wiring is not rotating. What are you doing? Cat's getting feisty today. No kidding. Get down. All right. So let me show you something here in the game. I'm only just gonna give you a second, guys. I'm just gonna show you 1 or 2 things. I'm not gonna bore you with the whole gameplay or anything. That's not fair. So let's go to this screen here. Let's go to Sims 4. Okay, I want to show you something in the game. Speaking of she sheds, I'm going to show you 2 things I've been working on in the game. Okay? The newest thing last night. The newest thing I've been building. If you've been seeing me at Home Design 3D, you'll see this. But this is the Sims version of it. Let me go into engineering mode or into build mode. I'm just going to show you this real quick. Although we can go through look at the Silvermoon again. Turns out there's another version of Silvermoon. Apparently the person never uploaded it. Which is even bigger than this one. But unfortunately, I don't know if hers is any better for resources. So let me switch this thing back to outside the shot. Let's get outside the house. Okay, show me all the floors. Here we go. Then we're going to show you from the front of the house. Okay, so you can see the outside of my building I built. Yes, that is grass on the roof with the 2 air conditioning units. Okay, the roof has grass. And that is a pitched roof over there on the side. So let me just rotate around the building so you can see this here. This is what I can keep. This is what the kitty can kind of around. Okay. Yes, it's got a little tower. Let's zoom in on it. Okay, so this is the house. I'm going to rotate it a bit. So it's got a swimming pool on the side, in-ground pool. It's got a patio, couple deck chairs, some street lamps or porch lights. Trees, mostly pines, but that's okay. So let me zoom out a bit, show you the floors. Start from the ground floor. You got your standard house here, living room. I didn't put any furniture in yet. I got the furniture in. Dining room, kitchen, bathroom. I took this from the design from the other game that I was creating. So I was able to make it a little more refined. Second floor, we have a bedroom. That the stairs. There's a washer dryer over there. There's a bathroom over there. There's a floor upstairs here in the turret. That's going to be it's mainly just ornamental, but you can actually sit there and chill out. They didn't have a spiral staircase in the game, so I had to use ladders instead. Then we have the third floor, which again has windows all around it. Again, the ladder going upstairs. Then we have another floor above that. That's pretty much just, again, for decoration. Then we have the roof. You can see the roof here. So it's really cute. It's a really cute little house. Now, let me go back. I'm going to show you my other favorite house in the game. So let's go back to the other house. Okay, so I'm going to exit back to the world. Exit back to the main menu. Just exit the main menu. I didn't change anything, so it doesn't really matter. Alright, I'll show you one more thing. Let's go back into the game. I'm going to show you the game here. Alright, so see over here, this house here isn't so dramatically exciting. My favorite house is this one over here. We're going to go into build mode on this one the same way I can show it to you real quick here. And what we've done with this is supposed to be based in Silvermoon City in the game of World of Warcraft. But the problem is that this Silvermoon City looks more like it's just a royal court. It's not the complete Silvermoon City in the game. But it's enough there you can actually enjoy it. The real Silvermoon City would have taken a lot. That would be gargantuanly huge. I mean, oh my god. Just to look at it would be enough. So we'll show with all the roofs on it. You can see that they managed to make the building round. Turrets, I don't know how to do it yet. So, but this one has a couple twists, unlike the original game. So, take, if you will, and you scroll out here. Let's see. Scroll up. It's so big and off, trust me. Alright. Alright, so this is the city. Yes, there is actually a flush toilet outhouse right here. You put a flush toilet outhouse in the game with a complete bathroom. the shower, everything. What I was trying to figure out in the game is, where's the mailbox? Because somebody's going to pay their taxes. I don't know where my mailbox is. All right, well, that's another story. We'll have to figure that out later. Okay, now, what you can see is, as you scroll over here, looks pretty freaking cool, isn't it? Ah, here. You see this here? You see these here? Well, you know what that is? This over here, kind of hard to see it, but there is actually steps between the floors. You talk about your she shed. Wow, look at this. This is a palace. This is a palace. You got the original Silvermoon I built here, and it's got beautiful rooms and the lights and everything. I don't know if we can turn the lights on. I should be able to turn them on. Let's see if we can turn these lights on because it looks like. No, I kind of have to get the Sims wake up and then I can show you. There you go. So here you have that room. This computer's there. You have bedrooms. You have complete kitchens. You have 3 bathrooms down here. 9 bedrooms or 11 bedrooms. It's really, really smoking awesome. This thing is the bee's knees. In fact, unfortunately, I made it extra big, but then I just found out that there's a practical limit in the game that you can't even have that many people in the game. It only allows you to have 8 characters at once in play. Like, bummer, dude. You know, like, only 8 characters in play. Come on. I busted my backside to put in 11 bedrooms in this house so we can have 11 people playing the game. But you can't have more than 8. That's hard code limited in the software. I don't know. No, I could always take out 4. You can say you always have 3 extra rooms for guest rooms, bedrooms or something. Yeah. Right. I'm looking to off-grid land, a couple states. I may pick up a land in Tennessee. Pretty nice weather most of the year. Yeah, I don't know much about Tennessee. I know that there's, depending on what county you get into, the off-grid rules can get kind of complicated. I mean, like I said, I worked on my building and got it all tweaked up. Speaking of that, so I mean, I got this place built. It's cute. It's it's just cute. Nevada's hot, dry. I don't really know much about Nevada except that some of the animals out there are really out for human blood. So just be aware of that. And I don't know how you're gonna get water out of a well. I mean, if you decide to go off grid, what are you gonna do? I mean, if your well's too far down, you're gonna need about 240 volts of power to drive it up if you use a jet pump. If anyone don't want their stimulus, they can put it in my PayPal. Any money I don't have before stimulation. I'm looking out good land in a couple states. Yeah. Yes, whole I noticed that I'm also looking at land in Nevada. I want to consider being literally off grid. I want to consider going to Missouri. As I said, I've also considered Arkansas. I want to be so off grid that we don't even have indoor plumbing. I gotta admit though, with my knee injury, it's kind of hard to do it as much as it would have been a couple years ago. Ugh. But you know what? I don't know how that would ever work anyway, honestly. For reasons that's pretty obvious. So anyway, like I said, I think my little building model closely matches within reason the design I originally had in Home Design 3D. It looks like a good house. It looks like a really inviting little home. So anyway, today the Cash Act and the McConnell special are going to be on the floor today of the Senate. Unless Mitch McConnell says screw the Cash Act and just vote for my bill or there's no bill. I don't know. Like, guys, here's the thing. Republicans are becoming more and more likely to be on board with the Cash Act. Okay. The Mitch McConnell bill sounds like another half-baked thing to try to give kind of a helping hand support and hoping to get some lukewarm support from the Republican or from the House, from the Democrats. I don't think it's going to pass the House because remember, the Cash Act has already passed the House. It just has to be voted on in the Senate. And then it goes to Donald Trump's desk. And if they pass it without any hacks, tweaks, or mods, that means it would be going in effect immediately. So that's why it would be easier for them to pass the Cash Act. Yes, both homes are beautiful. Silvermoon City is giant, enormous, or ginormous. It's Silvermoon is huge. All right. The other one is a little more down to earth. A single family home right now set up for, say, 2 people with a swimming pool. You know, a little bit extra space maybe for a future child's room or something. I watched a show where people live on the grid and a man helps them. These people remodel some properties where people live off on the grid. And a man helps some people remodel the properties, and it's a good show. Right? I meant The Sims so you can have more people. Yeah. Well, like I said, the game Sims 4 is limited to a maximum of 8 to a household. So that means that Sims that are pregnant, that counts as at least the mother and the unborn baby. If it's twins, well, then it'd be mother and two unborn babies. Silvermoon, the property is it's enormous. It's huge. There's no 11 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, 1 kitchen, a den, entertainment area. I was going to put a swimming pool in. I want to find out that I wasn't sure what was the easiest way to put a swimming pool in. Now I think I have an idea how. After I put an in-ground swimming pool in the other lot. But the thing is, it's underground housing, honey. It's underground housing. I mean, so it means that if you spend your whole life underground and you don't come out, the real world, you'd be seriously vitamin D deficient. So clearly, that's something to keep in mind in the real world. Right now, I'm taking vitamin D3 for that exact reason, because I've been staying inside most of the day. God knows, I don't want my bones get any more brittle. You know. Well, sounds like, like I said, if you guys have friends, real friends, human being friends, that have verified addresses, have them subscribe to my channel. We're almost there. We're only about 14 short of 1,000. According to the official numbers from YouTube. We're at 986. So, that's something to keep in mind. I know people just didn't come in. So, like I said, you got verified friends that are warm bodies that would like to subscribe to my channel. Check it out. Subscribe. Have them share the videos with their friends. They're hopefully warm bodies and verified addresses. So we can see if we can get this channel up to 1,020, and then I'll go ahead and I'll reapply for this program. I already did mail spills, so I didn't get mine yet. But my bank probably won't be coming to me in about 2 days or something like that. Because remember, on the 3rd, which is next Thursday, they will be getting into regular Social Security disability. So they'll probably just give me the money then as a big combined check. So as long as you got your stimulus check last time by direct deposit, you should get the check this time by direct deposit. You can still try to use the check my payment tool. Thank God it's direct deposit, because that would have to drive me apeshit to have to go to my bank, which is right next door, just to deposit a check. Give it some time, guys. Remember, Steve Mnuchin said some people will be getting paid last night. You didn't see everybody's getting paid last night. So we'll see what happens. The money. So, right. Yeah, that's right. Right. The tool will be back in place again. Yes. Well, fortunately enough, they're going to be sending a direct deposit if you got your information file, and they do have mine, so. I don't think it's really that cold right now where I am, but it is overcast. There is snow coming, guys. There is snow coming. It's going to be coming from the west going east, like usual, but it's coming. The snow is coming. Cindy, I don't think I got 1,000 subs yet, but I didn't check just now. Let me see what the official word is on the studio page, because that's the one that YouTube uses as a guideline. We'll see what happens. Let's see what happens. Let me just refresh this page. See how much it changes. 988, guys. 988 is the official YouTube number. 988. Please send your warm body friends with verified email addresses up to check out and subscribe. They need to be verified. They need to be verified with YouTube. If they have sock puppets, the sock puppet accounts must be verified. But just be aware that those sock puppet accounts, verified or not, they'll still be associated with that one person. So if they have 15 sock puppets on an account, and they will go by only the one count, kind of like our election system, maybe not as tight of a, policies, but still, just make sure you have real friends and that are real warm bodies and that they're okay. Well, yeah, you would maybe on the YouTube page side of it. Yes, you will. But that's not the official numbers that they're using in Google and in YouTube Studio. That's just the unofficial tally. Don't forget they also round up too. They round up too. Thank you very much, Loom. They do round up and or round down. And as I said, 988 versus 1,000. They still actually need 12 people. We just need 12 warm bodies, people. 12 warm bodies that are verified with YouTube. And then we'll be all set. But we're not going to reapply until we hit officially 1,020. So, got to keep working on it, guys. We got to keep working on it. I'm not putting in another application in until we get 1,020. Because the last one was a disappointment, because when YouTube ran the audit, they found that there was a lot of irregularities. Well, by the way, speaking of that, as I said earlier in the show, the Secretary of State of Georgia is being hammered to death by people demanding an audit in the state of Georgia. The Georgia legislature is meeting to discuss election irregularities. Now, either they met yesterday or they're meeting today. I'm not sure which. So, that means that Georgia, if they finally decided to, could seriously rescind, if they have enough proof, the official endorsement of Joe Biden. But either way, it's going to be a contested electoral college this year. And so on January 6th, the same day I have a doctor's appointment, there is going to be a protest rally in Washington, D.C. to stop the steal of the election. Mike Pence may be the one person that is going to determine if Donald J. Trump will be president for 2021 through 2023. So we are living in interesting times, people. I know that Joe Biden is creaming his underwear, thinking about how wonderful it's going to be to totally rip up every legislative policy that Donald Trump has enacted. We must not let him do that. So just keep that in mind, guys. There was too much backroom deals going on with this election to be overlooked. Too many inconsistencies. So, Azel, how you doing? So the point is that January 6th is the final hurrah, either way, who actually will be awarded the presidency. That's the official word. As I know it, which isn't much, but it's. I love the knowledge that Michelle shares. Thank you. How you doing, Azelle? Now, like I said, as far as the Sims house goes, I was a little bit saddened to realize I couldn't get more people built into the home of Silvermoon after I expanded it to 11 bedrooms. That I was still going to be limited to a maximum of 8 characters. Maybe if I install City Life, maybe I can make Silvermoon into a rooming house where tenants pay rent. There's no reason why you couldn't. It's big enough. You can have 4 subcellars. You can have 4 subfloors. 4 of them. Which is pretty intense because right now Silvermoon is enough to make my computer have a hernia because it tries to load Silvermoon and it takes so long to edit anything in Silvermoon. I think I need to get the RX 480 video card because I think my computer needs more processing power. Let's see what happens. Get your MacBook first, though. Yeah. Get your MacBook first, though, so you can stream. I watched the show we spoke of earlier. This guy, he has his daughter and his son too. Oh, okay. I don't know much about that show. I don't have cable, so I wouldn't know anything about that. I haven't had cable I haven't had a satellite dish since 2016. I haven't had TV since that time. My 25-inch console TV is sitting in the corner, neglected. Is DLab like StreamYards? No, it's more like Twitch, actually. It's more like Twitch. We can work with StreamYards, though. We can use it with OBS, like I do. But they do have an app for the phone in DLive, I believe. So if you used an Android DLive or iOS DLive app, yeah, that would be more like StreamYards, but it won't have the multi-chat option because that's not built into the app. So DLive is way more like Twitch than StreamYards. Right. It's a streaming site, similar to Twitch. Yeah. That's why I have a gaming channel. Well, click on my link. You can look at some of the replays of the last streams I did. Because I'm not an affiliate yet, it doesn't keep a long list history of all the videos, but you can see out the last 2 or 3 days of them anyway. So anyway, like I said, just according to YouTube here on Studio, we just need 12 people. As I said, 12 warm bodies to hit 1,000. I think we'll probably hit 1,000 by the end of the day. I mean, right now we just got up to 990. So that's why I say by the end of the week or next week, when I hit 1,020, that's when I'll go reapply again for the YouTube partner program. Right, it's free. And you actually can get paid for your participation as well. I hope so too. And also, come check out the DLive Gaming channel tonight, and you can watch the replays. We also stream to Twitch at the same time too on the other channel. So we're in DLive, Twitch, Facebook, and the other channel on YouTube, all at the same time. Just about, guys. Just about. According to the official YouTube count, it says it's still not quite there yet, Jasmine. Not quite there yet. Still 990 on YouTube. 990 according to YouTube Studio. So when we hit 1,020, that's when I'm going to go reapply again for YPP. In YouTube Studio? Well, I don't know how you can do it from your YouTube Studio, but I know on the official YouTube Studio page I have it open here. Let's just pull it up again, I guess. Refresh it a second time. 990 on YouTube Studio. On the main channel, it'll show 1,000, but that's not the one that YouTube is going to be using for the numbers. I use a number from YouTube Studio because remember there were fake sock puppets, and that skewed the results. Kind of like the fake ballots in the election skewed the result towards Biden. Same rules, same guidelines, right? So if you want to have your friends and their verified accounts on YouTube, then went through all the verification status, got the little check marks, whatever, in their verified status, have them subscribe because they're real people as far as YouTube's concerned. And ask them to share the videos out to their friends. But we will achieve. Sorry with the young guys. I didn't get a lot of sleep yet. We will achieve success. We will get to 1,000 plus. As I said, when we get 1,020, I will go again and reapply for the YouTube YPP program. Right now, we are not on the studio side. It says we're only at 990. So when we get 1,020 subs, that's when I'll put the application back in. So, because I got to watch hours. I've got to watch hours. And to my guideline, I'm always 30 people short. 30 people short. Because I'm at 990 in studio here. But I am looking forward to getting YPP. Oh, let's talk about that. When we do get YPP back on, what are we going to do with the advertising? I've seen YouTubers go gung-ho nuts, putting about 15, 20, 30 ads in the videos. 10-minute video will have as many as 8 ads in it. I'm not going to go that far. We're not going to run mid-rolls. That friggin' sucks. So we're going to run as the beginning of the video and maybe as the end. But that's it. No more than that. No more than that. Well, it's a city just because it flew by. I'm really. This year's been a dumpster fire. In so many avenues, in so many places, in so many ways. I'm glad to finally put this year in the grave and call it done. I just want to start over. I want to get my life back together. I want to go back to places I love to go. I want to see the people I miss seeing. How you doing, Becca Ann? Yeah. Well, I got an ad blocker on the desktop, and I don't have it on the laptop or my cell phone. Officially, according to Studio, I'm not quite there. It says I'm at 990, but we are close. We are close. So I'm not going to reapply until we get 1,020. If you guys want to help me get 1,020, I think we can easily hit 1,020 by the end of this week. I don't pay for premium, but like I said, what I should do is make some tea real quick. All right, so let me go quickly make some tea. And then I'll be right back. So let me just go make some tea. I'll be right back. And then we will cover more stuff. So we go. Make some tea here. All right. One thing is I gotta get my roll of duct tape that's in the other room. My cup holder so the cat doesn't have to go over it. Just give me a second here. Well, it's not super hot, but let me go get my duct tape roll. That's kind of like a cup holder, so let me get that. All right. So let's see. I did not release until 2021. They started depositing stimulus checks last night. Yes, I do know that. But my bank didn't authorize mine out yet, so we'll see what happens. Unknown future, unfortunately, that's all we can think about at times. Well, don't forget, guys, the other thing is, some people right now are pretty desperate, so they may not be able to save for an unknown future, especially if they owe back rent or something, right? They're going to need the money now, not, at least to make payment arrangements with the landlords. So you gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta do what you gotta do. Well, this month I haven't. I mean, I still got about 90 in from my entitlement check. I still got about 93, 94 left right now. So, and that's going to roll over to next month. And then I agree with you, Cindy. I wouldn't take it either until I see more real world experiments or experiences. I need to become a better prepper concerning food, etc. You're a prepper too? Yeah. One of the things I'd like to do eventually is get an off-grid home going. One with nice composting toilet and a nice horse and carriage so I can get around town because I can't drive a car, but I can ride a horse and can drive a carriage. Yeah. Well, I can't always afford to buy extra food myself. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Depends on what I have available. With my knee injury, it's kind of made it harder for me to hold tons and tons of groceries here. Well, I mean, yes, with the $2,000 if it passes today, we can get. I can order a couple, some truckloads of food from Walmart or Amazon and have it delivered to the house. Well, that's an idea, but that's not my biggest plan on my budget right now. Well, I keep all my food as dehydrated, so I don't have to worry about freezing anything. Considering I live in an apartment anyway, so it's not like I really have much room for another freezer in here. I only have a 20 amp circuit for the whole apartment, so 120 and the stove. Yeah, that has a 50 amp circuit, a 240, but that doesn't mean no good for running a deep freeze on top of an existing refrigerator, especially in the summer. Yeah, I remember my grandfather had one of those in the basement many years ago, back in the 70s. I'll have to see how it works. So the thing is, just looking at the stats, YouTube stats are slowly staying same at 990, but it was a San Diego ER nurse. Okay. So where in the United States is the least expensive place to set up an off-the-grid dry cabin or house and a dark cabin and house? In other words, one with no utility power coming in, no running water, no toilets, just an outhouse in the back, and maybe a hand pumped well to pump water. What areas of the country is the least expensive way to live like that? Since you guys may have a clue, I don't know where. You know that Doug and Stacy live in Missouri, but I don't really know exactly how they're managing to do it in Missouri. They live in Missouri like that. I was thinking the MRAs, they're so expensive. Yeah, and they're loaded with salt too. Dry goods. I got dehydrated stuff that was donated to me from the soup kitchen. Ugh. But you can't complain of having a few in the ground in case things get real bad. So, where is the least expensive place in the United States to live off grid? As far as real estate or apartments or houses or whatever, and where do you find them? Apartments or houses that are off grid. Does anybody have an answer to that question? Yeah, I don't have the answer either. Oh well. Well, it looks to me like it's going to be time to wrap it up because honestly, there's not much more to cover. Just keep your eye out. If you didn't get your check yet, the check should be here soon. The Senate's supposed to vote on the Cash Act today. And Mitch McConnell also has put out his own proposal. But even if that passes the Senate, then it has to go back to the House. And all it's going to do is totally muddy the water again. I don't know why Mitch McConnell even proposed his own, because I think it's just going to make things even more complicated for everybody. So just have to see what happens with that. You know. I think most people build some type of home off grid. Yeah, well, okay, but what? Not everybody is going to be able to build that well. You know, some people probably would like to be able to rent, or at least if they do build, they have to be able to afford the lot that they're on. I'm on a fixed income. I would love to have a tiny house. So the tiny house is okay. I don't know if I could manage on it. I mean, I'm an Aquarius. I'm not a Taurus. I don't necessarily need to sprawl, but I do like a little bit of room to do things. All right, guys, listen, we'll be live tonight at 7 o'clock Eastern Time. That's 7 p.m. Eastern Time tonight. It's the normal pomp, circumstance, phone calls, live stream chats with, of course, 2 panels going simultaneously. And I wanted to say thank you all for coming to the morning show. And if I see anything new about either hitting 1,020 or the other services, I'll let you know. Okay, guys, let you go. Have a nice day, guys. Bye-bye. Bye, everybody.